Okay, it is the 4th of July here in Arizona.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. Tlatoani Montezuma, keep your eagle warriors happy and fed, and they will forever fight for your cause. As your Aztec empire unfurls across the land, you will never want for people to raise your walls, for you will be blessed with new loyal workers as you conquer those around you. Go forth, Hutzliapuchli calls.
So, no. Okay, here we go. I am your poorly aging, sarcastic PC witty gamer. What is this?
Human advancement knows no boundary. But this has not been without its price. Though we stand at the height of prosperity, we need only look to the past to remember. That
remember what?
Is a power that cannot be ignored. Consuming even the mightiest empires.
Well, the empires should strike back.
And causing the greatest among us to tremble in her fury.
I wonder why nature is called her. You know, Mother
Yet from
Nature.
adversity, the human spirit endures. Finding ways to coexist with the earth.
Well, we've always coexisted with the earth.
Or bend it to our cause.
There is no alternative. We've always
pursuing a course beyond distant horizons. And revealing paths. Both towards innovation and unintended catastrophe.
Unintended catastrophe sounds like a good name for a band.
Our survival necessitates new solutions to old problems. To ensure a future, both for ourselves and generations to come. United in purpose, we must now look beyond borders and welcome the dawn of the next era in human civilization.
Well, actually, the next era would be Civilization VII, and not interested. They changed things that I liked, and they put in things that I don't like. This is being recorded on July 4th, which means exactly what you think it means. I have nothing better to do on July 4th than make videos, play video games. Now, I am going to... I think we're going to play with the standard rules. I thought we had a bunch of mods installed. but I'm not seeing them. So I'll just go ape on a huge world of continents, marathon speed, chicken game difficulty. Oh, limit turns, no turn limit, no duplicate leaders. Okay, let's see how this goes. I can't remember because I have so many games what is likely to work and what is not likely to work. But we're gonna...
From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far.
I sure have.
Now begins your greatest quest.
To not get
early
shot?
Cradle of civilization on towards the stars.
Abraham Lincoln,
Yeah.
you rose to the challenge as your country tore itself asunder.
Why you tell me what I did?
Seize the power of a new, younger world, one built on rail and steam, on progress and liberty, and break apart the chains of bondage. Great emancipator, in this new time of strife and division, the time has come to unite your people once again. Lead your people to freedom and liberty, and end forever the shackles of the past.
And try not to get shot. So this is Civilization 6000. And we might as well put our... I'm trying to remember how to change the name of my city, because that's the first thing I want to do, and I don't remember how to do it. Oh, maybe it's right there. Yeah, it's right there. We will change it to Valentonia. Kind of like Babylon, but different. And we will start by building a slinger. Yeah, it doesn't have my mods in it. That is a shame. But, and the remote possibility that this video catches on and people will love it, I can in the future add my mods to this game and shoot videos of how I play the modded game. The one I'm having the most trouble with in the Civilization line would be Civilization V. For some reason, only half the screen is showing up, which is quite annoying. I'm actually not such a huge fan of things that annoy me. I know, who would have thunk it? Now, I don't know how well we're going to be able to do because these mountains seem to be getting in the way of our early expansion. And we're probably, and I keep saying we, I just mean me. There is no we. There's not a team doing these videos. There's just a poorly aging Sarcastic PC Witty gamer. Just like one guy. wondering if it's possible to build a relationship with other people through YouTube. To what end, you may ask? Well, thank you for asking. The end being to inform people about video games, to entertain people about video games, to have a good time. I have to get my population up to 2 before I can build more settlers. Some people would say settlers, others would say settlers. This game seems more optimized than Civilization V. I do like Civilization V. If I get to where I can shoot video of Civilization V, I certainly will. 3, they each have their charm for different reasons. So certainly Civ 3, Civ 4, and Civ 5 are all worth playing, including all their DLCs. Although, I could debate whether I enjoy this game more with the DLCs activated or without. That's why you'll sometimes see me do these videos without any of the DLC content active at all. I do think this is going to be a lousy civilization that I'm not going to do well. Merely because those mountains are so close to where I chose to put Valentonia. I think that means that
Enacting new policies in our government can be of great benefit. Our people await your decree.
well, they can wait. I think that means when I do branch out, those early cities are going to be further from my main city, which could be a problem.
At his best, man is the noblest of all animals. Separated from law and justice, he is the worst.
Yeah, I don't see anywhere. I'm actually, and I never do this, but I'm actually gonna start over again because I don't think it's possible to expand this particular civilization in a way that would be interesting. So we'll go with Abraham again on a huge world of continents at a marathon rate. Settler, go to advanced setup. I don't want to limit turns at all. I like religious victories, domination victories, and science victories. For those of you wondering what I could possibly be doing. See, I save these default startup conditions, and then I don't trust them when I go to start up again. So that's a problem.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest,
Tanaka
from
shot?
this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars.
Abraham Lincoln,
Yeah.
you rose to the challenge as your country tore itself asunder.
Yeah, don't tell me what I did. I already know
Seize
what
the
I
power of a new, younger world, one built on rail and steam, on progress and liberty, and break apart the chains of bondage. Great emancipator, in this new time of strife and division, the time has come to unite your people once again. Lead your people to freedom and liberty, and end forever the shackles of the past.
Try not to get shot, probably would be good.
Civilization has accomplished something historic, worthy of being celebrated and remembered for generations to come.
Oh, good.
These accomplishments help our civilization reach a golden age
Do they?
and avoid a dark age.
Uh-oh. It sounds like we've got the DLCs activated this time. So that's one thing. Every time I go to run
This
this...
river has floodplains, which means it has flooded before, and might burst its banks again.
Could you not interrupt
A
me?
flood along this river could happen at any point in the future. This presents us with risks, but potentially benefits too.
The citizens of Washington, which is about to have its name changed, adjust to their new home and keep a wary eye on the nearby river. I've never, that I can remember, played this game where I was so boxed in at the beginning where I felt the need to start over, for instance. I think I'm in the wrong resolution too. I think when I restarted it, reset the video settings, I'm guessing that's true. And if that is true, then I'll just have to see whether the results I get are usable on YouTube or whether I just have to dump them. If you're watching this, then I didn't dump them. Isn't that brilliant? Now, if I don't let this guy heal, then I will lose. Oh. I was going to say I will lose my first military unit. But we got all sorts of problems in this. And I would start again, but I don't want to keep starting again. And I don't want to hide the fact that I've started again. Your progress toward military tradition has advanced considerably. I wish your eyesight had, given that you're so old and the text is so small. It would appear that this game was not made with 4K resolutions in mind. I just went and checked to make sure it was actually recording in the right resolution and all of that. Because I'm getting really, really tired of shooting hour after hour of award-winning YouTube video just to have to discard it because of a technical glitch. The software not recording in the right resolution, the sound not being recorded properly. It's bad enough that half my videos have a dog barking in the background. Now, overnight, I was going over some of the videos that I have already uploaded, and it looks like there are mistakes in them now. Mistakes that were not there when I prepared the video files themselves. So I will be going over those and seeing which ones need to be deleted. I hate deleting content from my channel. I'm always trying to get
世
more.
は日本の将軍、徳川家康である。わしの命令なしに何も起こらぬ。
We will have no more of that language in this channel. I mean, it is an honor to meet you, even though you have funny hair. Exchanging information on our capitals is a great idea. You might even say it's a capital idea. It should help promote trade. What is that thing you're carrying that looks like a wooden paddle or something? Or forget it. I won't ask more questions about it. G-rated channel, and I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube anyway. Your knowledge of writing has advanced considerably. Well, let's hope so. So, I just got to where when everything I've prepared for YouTube posts, I will have 280 videos. All these being prepared in the last 3.5 or so months. So I'm loath to take anything down. But if there's something that violates YouTube standards or has actual glitches in it, and I was warned about some glitches overnight, I will take them down, and if I have the raw files of when I shot the videos, I will see whether the same glitch appears in the raw files on this end of production. If they don't, well then I can re-upload those raw files, or I can edit them in a movie editor and then have essentially the same video up as when poorly, except it will be the fixed version of it. So I do care about those things, and the comments that people leave and all of that are very important to me. I am a bit overwhelmed by the amount of work involved in this enterprise. watch YouTube and you've never had a channel before, it looks like if you're watching, let's say, a gaming channel, it looks like somebody's just playing video games, and it's the easiest, most pleasurable, well, one of the most pleasurable things in the world. But it turns out different games might need to be recorded using different software. Sometimes the software recording a game will crash. Sometimes the game will crash.
Reconnaissance units like scouts are unique in that they can gain experience by exploring and discovering parts of the world.
I'm assuming I'm not unique in having had to discard video and learn a bunch of new techniques and all sorts of things like that that are not part of the fun. I'm not trying to complain or anything like that. You'll know when I'm complaining. I'm complaining when I talk about that in that 3.5 months, despite uploading 280 videos, I have 39 subscribers. And despite, by the way, thousands of people have, I was going to say, enjoyed the videos on my channel. I can't read your minds and know whether you enjoyed them, but I can say for sure, looking at the numbers, thousands of people have viewed content on my channel. And yet, 39, just 39 have subscribed so far. And I don't want to pathetically beg for subscribers, although it's clearly what I'm doing right now. But the truth is, to have any sort of impact, I need YouTube to put my videos out where they can be seen. YouTube is essentially a search engine. When people search for things, I want videos I've created to be near the top of the results. To get them that way, I need people to like and subscribe, to share the video links of my content with people like in your Facebook, your Instagram, wherever you enjoy the internet. To watch videos and watch them
Enacting new
all the
policies
way
in our
through.
government can be of great benefit. Our people await your decree.
It is not wisdom, but authority that makes a law.
In fact, something that has a huge impact on it is watching a video all the way through and then watching another video on the same channel. Turns out the average visit to a video on YouTube is something like 3 seconds. Might be 10 seconds, I can't remember, but basically people just click on a video and then they click away from it very shortly afterwards. Now, I do have better numbers than that. There's a way I can look and see how my channel and my videos are performing compared to other channels, other content providers, as well as compared to the goals I've set. My main goal is to provide a place where people can see how a game actually plays. Whether that's because they have the game and they want to remember playing it that way.
My liege, we have an envoy at our disposal. We can use the envoy to gain favor with the city-state. Becoming friendly with a city-state neighbor can be greatly beneficial to our civilization.
So whether they have the same game and they want to remember playing it that way, or whether they want to learn how somebody else might play it, a different play style, which comes up all the time in things like role-playing games, which are made to be played with different
Our
styles
city-state
for
neighbors
different
have
people.
made a request of us. If we can impress them, I think they will reward us handsomely.
I also want people to be able to look at games. Games cost a lot of money now, and a lot of them are very disappointing. I've bought games for 40, 50, 60, 70 or more dollars where the game wasn't good enough to justify that price. I should have gone online and seen actual gameplay of it. But one thing people do when they review games, or when they do playthroughs, is they'll generally do highlights of their gameplay rather than the raw gameplay. And so one of
I
the
don't
things,
believe in astrology. I'm a Sagittarius, and we're skeptical.
one of the things I want to do is raw gameplay, which means what the game is really like. If I make a mistake in the game, you will see the mistake. I will not edit it out. If I die in a game, you will see me die in a game. You might be at home laughing at the mistakes I make in a game. Or I might be doing a quest where I have to travel a great distance to carry out whatever I've been tasked to do. Most gamers would get the quest information from the quest giver, then travel to where they have to go to carry out the quest, and then they would cut out. They would either stop the recording and then patch those two together after they travel to the place they need to do the quest, or they would shoot the whole thing, but then they would edit out what they would consider to be the boring parts. Because I want to show
Umphambi kukaShaka wakwaZulu ungalokothi uflathela amabutho ami ngeke ngilenze lelo phutha.
It's an honor to meet you, even though you're not speaking my language. We would love to sample your hospitality. So because I'm showing raw footage, you're gonna see me.
強固な国境
Oh,
は
it's you and the
隣
paddle
国と
again.
の関係を良好にする。
You get that I don't speak your language, right? So, you're gonna see video of me traveling across the game world, which might mean that I'm gonna encounter wildlife along the way, or something like that. But I don't edit my videos to be excitement for the sake of excitement. Just combat, or something like that. I want you to see what the games are really like. Now, I appreciate those other gaming channels on YouTube. In fact, I subscribe to probably more than 100 of them. So I like what they're doing, but I didn't want to clone what they were doing. I think there is room on this platform for a lot of gaming channels with different philosophies. So I could have done what they're doing if I wanted to. I'm not saying I'd be as good at it as some of the ones that have been doing it for 20 years or whatever. I'm just saying I could have tried to be like them. That was never my intent. I am hoping to appeal to a niche set of people that don't know that they're a niche yet. And that would be people that my particular games appeal to, that can actually stand my personality. Not everybody's in love with my personality. Trust me. Somebody that wants to hear about games from somebody who's been playing games since the 1970s. It doesn't mean that my perspective is more important than somebody else's. It just means I'm gonna have a voice.
Yo, el presidente Simón Bolívar, os da la bienvenida a la Gran Colombia.
Okay. Your clothes looks kind of, well, I won't say it. I don't want to get in trouble. It's an honor to meet you and your frilly clothing. We would love to sample your hospitality. I believe gameplay videos provide a great service to people. It helps them save money. It helps them focus on games that really fit their style. It helps moms and dads keep the standards of their home. When their kid says, hey, buy me such and such game, and they've never heard of the game before, they can go to YouTube.
Giovanna, desirous of obtaining beauty, quickly entered into the water. The twin Aswins also, O king, sank into the sheet of water, and the next moment they all came out, in surpassingly beautiful forms, and young.
And along the way, of course, I get to spout some of my ideas.
Yosemite Valley to me is always a sunrise, a glitter of green and golden wonder in a vast edifice of stone and space.
Sounds like something Ansel Adams would say. You know, the photographer. We're gonna build a holy site right here.
No man ever wetted clay and then left it, as if there would be bricks by chance and fortune.
When Monopoly was invented, it was in the public domain. And people would put in as the locations on the board the names of locations that were familiar to them. That's why we know which version is the one the Parker Brothers popularized. And that was the Atlantic City version, because the locations are Atlantic City locations as
May I make a
opposed
suggestion?
to, say, Chicago or New York City or Los Angeles or Denver, Tokyo. You expect me to read all that little tiny print there? Let me try. Starting a new city has expanded our civilization with an empire larger than one city. Thank you for telling me that. I never would have figured that out. It is important to keep an eye on the loyalty of your citizens. Well, nobody's ever loyal to me. If people were loyal to me, I'd have more than 39 subscribers here on YouTube. But I don't, do I? Right. So, people aren't very loyal to me. By the way, I hate the whole loyalty thing in Civilization 6. You might see it. You might not. Essentially, there are other factions having an influence on your people, as well as your own faction having an influence on them. And they want your civilization to rebel against you, to declare war on you, or to go to another faction. Now this is a scout unit. Scout units don't normally attack regular military units. They're not made for that. They're made to scout, believe it or not. In fact, they should be called something that would let us know that they're made to. So now we have Valentonia and Boston, and we are playing on the marathon speed. Marathon speed means that it takes longer to to discover new technologies. Well, to do everything really, but I have played games of Civilization and it took me days and days to win. So my scout got killified, murdered, fatally wounded, bumped off. He is now deceased. No longer with the living. This isn't, this is supposed to be a continent, and it just doesn't look like that much room, really. I mean, we'll live with it because, you know, at 26 minutes into this video, and remember, when you get it, it will be longer because I will have knit together, I should say, the previous versions of the video with this section. But I'm just saying, at this point in the proceedings, I don't want to start all over again, hoping to get a more favorable starting position. And there goes my slingers, which is bad. I lose a unit, and on the other hand, now I don't have to support the unit financially. So there's, you know, different ways to look at the same event. This is not an action game. This is called a 4X game. It means explore, expand, and 2 other X's.
This volcano is quiet now, but it could erupt again at some point in the future.
Whoa.
It might be a danger to our people, or an unexpected blessing.
You mean like a blessing in disgust? It's hard to explain what a Civilization game is like. I mean, I'm showing it to you. I don't know if you're getting from it what I get from it when I play it. Civilization games are very much that sort of, I'll just dip my toe in and play this for a few minutes type of game, and then you realize 2 hours are gone, and so you say, well, okay, just one more turn then. That's it. I gotta do the one turn and then go make dinner, or go to bed, or go take care of the dogs, or whatever it might be. And that one turn just keeps being more turns and more turns. It's deceptively addictive. Whether you're talking Civilization, Civilization 2, Civilization 3, Civilization 4, Civilization 5, Civilization 6. I can't speak for Civilization 7. I've never played it. When I heard the changes that they themselves said they were making to the Civilization franchise, none of the innovations sounded fun to me. Now maybe I should have tried it anyway, but remember they wanted $70 for the base game. And if I had gotten the base game, down the road they would have wanted me to buy DLC. That's how it's gone with all the civilizations since Civilization 4000. So, and I say maybe I would have liked it. I don't think I would have liked it, but I will tell you about an amazing thing that happened. I've been a reader of PC Gamer for a long time. And back in the day, a long, long day ago, in a galaxy far, far away, I started reading little pieces about what Bethesda was going to do next. And what it was they were going to do a Fallout 3. Now, I wasn't familiar with Fallout at the time. But when they explained in PC Gamer by interviewing...
As our civic knowledge grows, so do our methods of governance. Furthering this endeavor will allow us to appoint a governor to strengthen our power in our cities.
By interviewing the
Every
people
nation
that actually...
lives by exchanging.
They were interviewing the people that were actually working on the game. And they were talking about the VAT system. And VAT is it's a computer-based system that locks on your targets so that you can injure them more easily. When I heard about VATs, I hated the idea. And so, even though I had liked other Bethesda products, I decided I wouldn't like Fallout 3 because of VATs. And so it was years later that I bought Fallout 3, and that was mainly because of Fallout New Vegas. By then I had forgotten about VATs, and VATs is in Fallout New Vegas as well. So I was wrong. First of all, these Fallout games could be played without using the
My
vault-assisted
liege,
targeting
we are
system.
beginning to attract the attention of the great people of the world. Of course, there are other leaders vying for their attention too. The more specialized districts we construct, the more we will draw in specialized great people to share their talents with our civilization. I advise that we continue to build these.
Okay, it's my fault that you're giving me all this unsolicited advice, because I didn't tell it not to give me the advice. And it assumes when you're on the easiest level, which is the settler level, that you want all that
We have
advice.
recently gained advanced knowledge in city planning, creating districts in...
Writing is easy. All you have to do is cross out the wrong words.
Sounds like something Mark Twain would say. So I was wrong about Fallout 3. I ended up loving it. It's one of my favorite games. I don't love it as much as I love Fallout New Vegas, but I still really like Fallout 3. And my point is, there's a chance if I bought Civilization VII. See, I'm still talking about Civilization. You might not have thought so, but yeah, I'm still talking about Civilization. If I'd bought Civilization VII, there's a chance that even though hearing about the innovations in the reviews, the magazines, and all of that. Even those don't sound interesting to me. I might have the same situation I had in Fallout 3. I might really love those innovations. They made them for a reason. And so they must have come to the conclusion that those were some kind of step forward. So maybe I'd like them. But when a game is $70, for me to find out whether I like them, yeah, I'm not gonna test it. Because Steam, where I buy most of my games now, their refund policy, you have to play under a certain amount of time and you have to have bought the game within a certain time period. In other words, you can't own it for like 2 years and then play it for 6 hours and go, oh, this isn't the game I want, and then get a refund. It's got to be something you bought recently, and it's got to be something you played under a certain number of minutes. My point being that a game as vast as a Civilization game, I might not know whether I like it or dislike it before I hit that barrier where I could no longer get a refund. And by the way, I never buy anything with the idea of, well, I can just get a refund if I don't like it. If I don't think I'm gonna like something, I generally don't buy it. And by the way, if what's wrong with the product is me, I don't get a refund anyway. So, and a lot of people feel differently about this, but like, if I buy a pair of pants and it's the wrong size, and it's labeled the wrong size, in other words, I didn't read the label right, or I read the label and I ignored what it said, then it's my fault that this product doesn't fit my needs. And so I don't take it back for a refund. That's just how I am, even though I am by no means rich or even middle class or even upper lower class. Oh, this is depressing. Not the game, just my economic status. Anyway, I found some villagers. They share the secrets of a well-organized community. Well, that's nice of them. PC games have all kinds of different pacing. You're going to have the fighter style games that are very fast-paced. You might have role-playing games that can be fast-paced with slow pace in between. That's why I talked about, I give you the raw footage so you're with me while I'm traveling from city to city in a role-playing game. There could be a casual game. So this one, being a 4X, is a strategy game. It's not an action game, although like you see, there is action that takes place on the screen. The little skirmishes and fights my soldiers have with other people's soldiers. I would say I hope you're enjoying your 4th of July, but a lot of people could be seeing this video in the future. First of all, not on the 4th of July. And second of all, when I upload it today, I'm going to set it to to post on probably the 6th of July in the morning. Because I already have at least 3 videos that are posting today on the 4th, and I have some that are posting tomorrow on the 5th. Part of the strategy of getting your videos seen on YouTube would preclude me from uploading, 12 videos at a time. They would get lost in the traffic. I sent a ceremonial Iklwa. They're named for the sound they make when pulled from wounds. Well, thank you for that. Feel free to put on a shirt the next time we meet. I have a G-rated YouTube channel. And, wearing a shirt might be a cool thing. Your delegation is most welcome, even without your shirt. But, just from now on, you don't really need to appear shirtless and with your navel hanging out and all that. On the sarcastic side, games that I've played more, I'm much more likely to have built-in sarcastic comments. Oh, it's Mr. Paddle again. Your delegation is most welcome, I say, lying. Well, at least he's not speaking to me in a foreign language anymore. Okay, now I'm going to build... I'm going to build a holy site so that I can work on dominating the world with my religious cult. These guys, this red faction they're barbarians, and so they're not as organized. There's a national disaster occurring. I hope you're satisfied. Have you ever noticed, like, Mississippi? I mean, Mississippi could be the wife of a guy named Sippy. So maybe he got the name Sippy because he sips his drinks rather than gulping them. But it seems to me she could also be the wife of a Grateful Dead fan, or somebody who was at Woodstock who had long hair and a beard, a hippie, Mrs. Hippie. Just some thoughts here on your favorite new YouTube channel where you're falling in love in stereo. Actually, high definition digital stereo is what we're bringing you here as we come kind of close to the end of the first presentation we're going to do of Civilization VI this month anyway. I hope the fireworks don't scare the doggies tonight. We're gonna have a god of healing be part of our pantheon. Our pantheon is the beginning of the religion that we're going to found. And I think right here, founding a religion is where I'm going to stick a fork in this for now. We'll come back to it. I'll stitch together the parts of the Civilization VI videos that I've shot today, uploaded to the U and the Tube. Hopefully you'll like it, subscribe. Hopefully you'll love. Wouldn't that be great? You're loving the videos, the other people that drop by to comment and to be part of all of this, the other subscribers. Hopefully we put together a beautiful, beautiful community. Right here on your favorite YouTube channel. The Poorly Aging, Sarcastic, PC, Witty Gamer channel, where you're falling in love in stereo.